All right, and we're back with our next installment of Surviving the Aftermath. And right now we are, I would say we're at the beginning of mid-game. And the reason why I'd say we're at the beginning of mid-game is because we are starting down energy. And energy is going to open us up a lot to new buildings, new things we can do. And it's just going to get, not to scare anyone, but it's just going to get a bit more complicated. Well, not a bit, but it will get more complicated as we play. But energy does open us up a lot to a lot of buildings that are going to just, in general, be more complicated. But it's also going to potentially make life easier. Now we're going to be able, eventually, not now, but eventually we're going to be able to access, this stuff here, underground plastic. We're also going to be able to build better water collectors, pumps. We're also being able to finally get rid of this pollution once we can get the hazmat engineering. And that's, I would say that's probably our first goal, is getting hazmat engineering, because that is our number one priority at this moment. Not number one, but I'd say in terms of energy production, what I personally want to do with it, I want to get rid of pollution, because I want to open up this space here. Just because if we take a look at the soil fertility, I mean, look at what we're looking right here. We have a lot going on. There's a lot of open space. I mean, this is all barren soil, which at least this part makes sense, because it almost looks like they intended this to be all fertile soil. But there is barren patch here, and I would assume it's because of, maybe the pollution. But yeah, there's a lot of fertile soil I'd like to be able to access here. And there's also a lot here too. And our original plan was to put our farming here, but we also have pollution here too. So once we can get rid of this pollution, we can really open ourselves up to establishing like dedicated farming areas. And also, once we remove pollution, I think this is gonna be our new housing area. This is also a good farming area, but I mean, we don't need too much farming. I mean, we can take this and we could probably take this, and that's going to be enough. But right here, I'm thinking, because it's so centrally located to the map, like it's, this is the entrance. You just go up and you're right at housing. And so that would allow our settlers to go all over the map. It's going to allow them to access all parts of the map. And, when they go home to sleep or whatever, they can go there and grab some food at the cookhouse or wherever they store the meals, probably in the food storage, and then go to work. Or, for the children to go to school. So that way we can get that nice educated bonus. So I think that's our mid-game goal right now, is to exercise those layouts once we're able to. And I'd still love to get this, but right now we only have 5. We're slowly getting it just because we have that. We go here. We're slowly getting it because we have the fun box. We have the fun box scavenger outpost. So we're getting one every 12 hours, which, hey, better than nothing. But yeah, it's pretty slow. So maybe look into getting one more. But I want to make, I think, one of these fighters into a settler to get this outpost to, because this is going to be just like that one that we previously got at the beginning. This one, it's a hot commodity for sure. So with that being said, that's where my immediate goals lie. Obviously, our end goal is to win the game, and we'll eventually get there. But you also want to build immediate goals, whether they be a bit more short-term or a bit more medium or long-term. It's up to you. So that's what I'm looking at right now, at least. So let's go ahead and go back and unpause it, because we should get this show on the road. All right, so we're healing up Prowler, and she she's idling right now, but she could be handling this. She could be gathering these materials, especially the ones that are near pollution, because she's not affected by pollution. So that's a really strong thing. So might as well make use of her. See, that's what I was afraid of. I didn't want them doing this thing where they run through the pollution. I had purposely built it close enough to the pollution, but as you can see, this person just walked right through it. I don't like that. So that's a bummer. But we do have people at the gate. Let's check out. No specialist, but getting some antibiotics and some people. So and obviously this stuff is nice too, but what I really want is a specialist and, you know, antibiotics or iodine pills. Medicine, it's a bit more common than antibiotics or iodine pills, but I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get. So that popped up. So we have 0 shelter space. So that makes me think that we need to build some more housing. Rats are eating our food. Avoid this with durable crops and protected fields. Well, isn't that just great? Look at those things. Well, that's a bummer. So, construction complete. Doomsday bunker phase 1 done. Look at that. Looks like we're getting the show on the road finally. Let's go ahead and click it. Actually, first, let's handle this because it looks like someone is close to death. I'm guessing it's this person. So, I think because there's one more tick left, and this person does 15 damage a tick, and he's only got 15 health. Yeah, there's 11 time left, but I think he might die. So I'm actually going to pull this person back because I don't want to lose this person. Retreating affects the balance of power and will inflict extra damage to the specialist. Well, see, I don't know. Does this mean this person's going to die? Now it's got me concerned because it's saying they're at 10 health. This person's at 15. But then this shoots all the way down. Do I risk it? Well, I would like to think that this person is going to lose their health first before they do. So let's go ahead and cancel and see if that's true. Because they have 10 health left, we'll see if they run out of health first. But there's a chance that this person might die. But I mean, even if I retreat, it looks like they were going to die too. So I feel like it's a lose-lose situation regardless. Okay. So we'll see how it turns out. Let's go ahead and go back. And let's go ahead and... Oh, sweet. We're researching energy storage. Project tomorrow. So we're just going to continue building the bunker. That is our goal right now. And boom. So I think eventually... oh, there we go. So if you read here, we're investigating other things right now. I think they're going to appear on the map. I could be wrong. But yeah, here we go. So it looks like investigate the smoke pillar. Yeah, because this is the side quest. So it wants us to investigate something here. So now that Prowler is healed, let's go ahead and send her to the map and have her investigate. Might as well, because she's right here. So we have to liberate a society. So that is our task. It's quite the task, but shouldn't be too bad. So it looks like... So it's... Even with her being a fighter and 900 cost, she is evenly matched to these unknown enemies. These are some tough enemies, I will say. So I'm going to wait until I can get someone else to help her, because I don't want to. I think having two people take on these scouts, or taking on these unknown enemies, unknown scouts, that's where I got that from. But these unknown enemies, I don't want to risk it. So I would like another fighter to join her, whether it be Danube or Baron. Even though I wanted to switch these people out into scouts. Where are these people actually? Oh, she is scouting. Interesting. Okay. So I'd probably send her back once she's done. But yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Like to get at least, it doesn't have to be those two, but preferably just because they have higher damage. But that is, I think that's the move. Another thing is we have 8 carriers. So right now we're in a good position to probably build some more scout towers, just because we have plenty of people to spare. So let's go ahead and build. I'll stick to scout towers for now. You know, our resources are still spread a little thin. If we had, you know, 4-digit stuff, I would feel a bit more comfortable spending it on guard towers. But right now, I'm just going to stick to scout towers. I think that's best. So build one here. We'll build another. How far is that? Yeah, we'll build another here. Boom. We'll put this. Yes, like a bunch of here. Let's see how that's solution. It's really bad. So we'll put one here. Put this here. We'll put the scout tower here, because that's very bad solution. So let's see how that is. Oh yeah, I wanted to build some more housing. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and get a tenement. And I forgot how. Oh yeah, I can upgrade this burner now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, because I'm not gonna move these just yet. So let's go ahead and upgrade the burner. I couldn't remember if this school was frozen over or not, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and prioritize it. Look at our new fields. They're gathering a lot of food. Plant-based nutrition is at an all-time high. That's what I like to see. Same with our wood. Looks like our firewood is doing pretty well. I'm going to have to put a production limit of, oh, let's say, I'll do 200. I think 200 is good, because we don't need to turn all of our wood into firewood, because it seems like, you know, a decent amount is getting taken. So let's go ahead and have our foresters back in action, because we need to reseed these areas. And is this forester? No, they're not. So what is this? What is this? This is a lumberyard. Okay. So let's go ahead and have them take a little close to that, but, you know, shouldn't be too bad. And then we'll have these people over here. Okay. Didn't really move it. Ah, dang it. It did happen.
We won the battle.
How did we win, but we lost?
Mission complete.
That's weird. That is really weird. Well, I guess we learned something, right? I didn't want that to happen, but it felt like the game wasn't really giving me a choice with my retreat option either.
Mission complete.
So that's a bummer. Yeah, let's use her to scout while she's here. She's a scientist, but it's not a bad choice either. Let's see. How fast could he do this? So he could do this in 3 ticks. He would take 45 damage. Yeah, let's do it.
Good.
While you're here. Oh, sweet. We got more science points to scout. Or to harvest, not scout. I would like to get these last areas, but I also need her to help fight
Uh-huh.
because she has 25 damage. So I'm gonna send her back.
All cleaned up.
All right, so we scouted this side completely. So let's go ahead and, well, we can't get to these areas because, wow, look at that. That's a huge line of just a bunch of bandits. Like the only way to get is through here, and who knows like what's over here. So while we're here, let's go ahead and let's see. Could you do this? Oh, that's 6 ticks. That's almost all your health. But how are we on iodine pills? 60? We're not desperately needing it. So the question is what do I want her to spend her time on? Because her scavenge is 150 and it's still going to take her 3.5 days. Wow. That is a long time. Well, I guess might as well, right? Might as well grab it. Even though we got a lot of medicine, we're pretty good on medicine. So I'm not too stressed about medicine. A bit concerned about antibiotics, but not too concerned about iodine pills. Well, I guess it is what it is, right? So, now that we settled that, let's hope that we get a good specialist. Not that any of our specialists haven't been good, but we want high cost specialists. We want specialists that now that we're getting a full team, we want to just fill it with the higher costs. These have not been built yet. They're on their way though. They'll get there. Like this one. This one's getting built right now. Wait, did it say she's working at the Forester? I thought it said she was working at a Forester for a second. Which made me question why... Oh, sorry, it's a deed. Made me question why... Oh, wait, no, there's a second person there. Yeah, this is who I saw. I could have sworn it said she was a Forester. Oh, great. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, that thing's gonna go down. Let's see if we can get some guards to take care of these things. It's a good thing we have some guards at the gate because they can be used to fight. Go ahead and fast forward because I don't want to take too long with this. Go ahead and repair this. We got our guards on the way, but I'm concerned that it might be too late for this building. But 2 bears? That's going to be rough. Let's see. And we're fighting underneath the tower, so we have a bit of a home field advantage. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. I thought it was going to be a lot worse for some reason. Alright, so now that we finished that, so let's go ahead and get drilled wells. We're going to queue this, and then we're going to we're going to queue this, and then we're going to queue wind power. Why does it still say we're under attack? Or not? But we're getting infected. I wonder if there's a disease going around here. Alright, fingers crossed. We're playing a gacha game. Playing a gamble, so let's see who we get. 700? You know, I'm not going to say no, but it's not my first choice for a scout. I'm not really looking for scouts, but I'm not going to say no. Just because we can use them for other means. But with the scout, I think what I'd like to do is... Actually, I want to send... Ooh, her damage is... or is it? Is it a female? It is. Okay. It is a woman. Her damage is 20. So that's really good. So what I think I'm going to do...
All right. What do we have here?
Whoa, you can attack... Oh. I can attack because I brought a fighter. The planet itself isn't hard to find thanks to its sheer size. Aside from the general erosion, it's in fairly good shape with no signs of other than the specialist enters the facility. With no signs of other people, the specialist enters the facility. Moments later, a deep growl fills the dimly lit hall, and a massive creature comes into view. The specialist is in grave danger, but the promise of valuable resources is tempting. I don't know if my specialist can die from this, and I don't want to lose... I don't want to lose a 900 cost specialist, but I'm curious to see, because I've never done this choice. I've never attacked before. Let's see how it turns out. Hopefully, hopefully it doesn't turn out bad, though. With quick reflexes, the specialist pulls out a gun and fires a shot at the beast, narrowly missing. The creature seems confused and takes a step back towards the darkness where it came from. The specialist fires again, hitting the creature's eye. The beast whimpers in pain and darts back and flees. The plant can now be looted in relative peace, as long as one stays away from the dark. Question is, what beast was it? I guess we'll never know. But, hey, look at that. 300 science points and some shotguns. I'd say that's a deal.
Quest complete.
So now that we have that, we do need to take out these bandit camps. So I'm gonna send her here. I'm gonna send Dragon here. She's gonna have to wait a day though, unfortunately. She's gonna have to wait a day of idling, which isn't the best. Or I can have her start fighting and then Prowler joins in a day later. Ideally, I would like to have them at higher HP, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have some downtime with Dragon. So we're getting more. Now we have battery storage, so now we can have a little bit of buffer. So here's another thing to consider is where do we want to start placing our energy? Because we want it to be centrally located as well. In addition to our housing and storage, because when you build energy, you have to build transmission, not transmission lines, but ways of transmission. And this is a device that allows transfer of energy. So when you click this, you can see this little circle that appears once you click a transformer, and you could chain these transformers. So say if I place one here and see how if I put one here, these two will be connected because you can see that the edge of this transformer is at like right here. So as long as within the circle of this one, it'll chain and connect here. And so the next new circle I could build here and still connect them. So then I would just have to basically frog leap and build a connection of all of them. There is a building that allows you to make the circle bigger. So ideally, I'd like to wait for that before I build. And I think it's... Where is it? Large transformer. So it's this one. So it's a bit after wind power, but we can get away with transformers for now. I think, yeah, once I get to wind power, then I'm going to jump back to hazmat engineer, because I really want to get that. All right, so now that we have our boosted burn, look at that circle. Man, that is awesome. So now we have full coverage on the outer ones as well. So if there was a storm coming our way, we are set. We are good to go. So, oh, what's nice too is it shows the circle. What would be really nice is if it would show us if we were not covered fully. But, you know, it kind of is what it is, right? So I think actually what we could do, well, let's think about that for a sec. If we built one here, then built one here, and then built one here, built one here, is that the best move? Looks like I can't even build one here because all this is in the way. But I could probably get rid of this lumber yard because it's kind of far. But then I have this nice open area right here. So then is it better for me to, like, say build it here and then build it here and then make a small road to go here, so that way I can ensure adequate coverage of this building and it's inside? Yeah, see, these are hard decisions. All right, so concrete is completely gone. So we need to find a new spot for concrete now, because we have all the concrete we can get. At least from those two spots. So we got 2 more here. Do we have any over here? Is there any that we can get? Let's see. Oh, there is. Okay. That is a far way for them to walk, but I'm curious. Yeah, I'll just put it here. So how much is it to build a concrete? It's not terrible, but it's only one pile too. It's 300. Okay, so he's back, so he is resting. So let's go ahead and have him collect these sandworms.
All done.
Very nice. More. Yeah, let's do this because you can collect this because you have a really high... Oh yeah, because you're a scientist, that's why. But she'll only take 10 damage, so we should be good there. Unfortunately, we're going to have Dragon not do anything because we want her to wait here for Prowlers so we can attack at the same time. So we're not doing anything right now with Dragon. I know it's a bit of a waste, but we got to make do. So we're going to go ahead and let her just sit there for a bit. But we are getting full. We're getting these full signs. So what can we do here? Our stockpile's full and our campsite's full. So that means that our general storage is probably... We probably need a general storage, it sounds like. We need another general storage because all these are getting taken up. Let's see. Have a feast. Man, look at... Where did we even get this from? What is that? That is a crazy looking thing. And these are massive larvae or insects. Crazy looking things. Or look at this. Wow. The fauna of this world is crazy. But I think, I mean, it's what, 15 fish for that? I think that's prime meat. Could be wrong. But I think it's worth it. And, you know, we're probably going to get a bit of a happiness bin. Celebratory venting. The food is prepared, drinks poured, table set all over the settlement. People soon forget their exhaustion as the celebration starts. Suddenly, a loud noise cuts through the air. One man has thrown over the tables around him. People look shocked, some almost in tears. What's the matter with you? What's there to celebrate? We're all dead. There's no hope. None. The man fumes. So, I think what the game is asking you to do here is it's another role-playing opportunity. How do you want to run your colony? Like what do you want to do? How do you want to be known as? Like how do you run your ship in a sense? And so I think this guy, just from what I'm seeing here, I think this guy or this person, I don't know if it's, well, it is, I think it is a person or a guy. Yeah, one man. I think this guy just has a lot going on. I mean, who wouldn't in a post-apocalyptic environment, right? So I don't think it's best to subdue him by force. It's probably not going to look good, especially if children are watching. Yeah, he's tearing up a storm, but like, read what he's saying, or if you were in his position or in their position, why is the person doing this? It's because he feels like there's no hope. Let's show some sympathy, because they're in a pretty bad spot, right? And look at that. We got 25 happiness boon. If you call on this person, man, telling him they understand his feelings and that they're sorry for everything he's been through. They reassure him that things will get better and the colony will survive. More colonists join in to comfort the man, and he soon breaks down in tears. I'm sorry, I didn't want to ruin everything. It just hurts so much, he sobs. Despite the incident, the rest of the celebrations are carried out in even better spirits than before. Look at that. That's all it takes sometimes, is a bit of sympathy. Well, as much as I keep talking about it, I should probably just do it. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to just build this in a way that I think it'll still give us coverage. Full coverage on the building, a little bit sticking out, but I think that should be fine. And so I'm going to build this like that, and then I'm going to build this tenement like this. And so now there is... Oh, that's right. I have paved roads now. I need to change all of these dirt roads into paved roads. Man, that's gonna be a bit of work, though. So now I can build a paved road through here. And let's just connect it through here. But we need to build... I want to build a general storage here. Just because we're seeing that our supplies are kind of getting a bit tight. So let's go ahead and build something right here. I'm building it away from this underground plastic, because when I eventually place the I forgot what it's called. What is that thing? The extractor, that's what it was. The plastic extractor that goes on here, it's going to make pollution. So, well, not only that, but you need a certain spacing around it to actually build it. It's not to this exact profile of this square. I think it's a bit more. So I want to make sure that any new buildings that I build around it kind of has that buffer. Also, I'm not a fan of that 30% richness, because I think that's like how fast they can get it. I don't know if you can... Yeah, the richness of a deposit determines how efficiently extractors can mine for the resources. The higher the richness, the better the efficiency. So this is basically saying it's going to be 30% efficient. So not the best, but hey, it's something, right? Let's see. Did we already start wind power? Oh, it's at 400. That's why it's not doing anything. We have 325. Yeah, 325. But we need 400. Pick up the venison. Let's see how these scout towers are doing. 86. Getting close. Oh, look at all this. That's a lot of metal. And a lot of concrete, too, over here. We should consider building a specialist near death. Why is everyone always near death? What is... Is it this person? I think it probably is.
Yep.
Alright, so... Ah! I was fooled. Not only does she have to wait 1 turn. She's got to wait 3. So I thought she was going to get there in 3 because it showed a 2 versus a 3. I guess I was wrong. Heat wave. All right. Well, to be honest, our production isn't that high. We only have a balance of 12. So we have a consumption of 64 right now. So that means it's going to jump to 128.